So I started having a very strange backfiring issue at idle on this car. So I started it one day, I moved it around, and I parked it to go on this trailer. When I went back to start it, I had actually no start at all until I cleaned my spark plugs and finally got it going. I don't really know what got it going, but now that it's running, it has a very bad inconsistent misfire. So I've checked some things already. This is day 2 of the project. I'm not at my house. All I've got is a Milwaukee pack out and a socket set to my name right now. So we're gonna try to fix it with all the tools I got at my disposal. Things I'm sketched out on is I think there might be a possible bad spark plug wire, so we are gonna ohm out these MSD superconductor wires, which are supposed to be 40 to 50 ohms per foot. So we're gonna go off that. We're also gonna check the blow-off valve for the supercharger because I believe I haven't been hearing it open and close. We're actually gonna look for the operation of that valve to see if we're getting blow-off, you know, coming off a boost, because I feel like the manifold air pressure was slightly lower than I'd expect. After that, we're gonna check. Somebody's pretty convinced there's a stuck hydraulic lifter. So I'm gonna spray some water on the exhaust to see if one's burning a little less than the other and it doesn't evaporate as quickly. I've already checked the driver's side under the valve cover, but I really don't want to do the passenger unless nothing else works, as I got to dig off a lot of supercharger and intake induction system piping, which I don't want to do. So I'm gonna go inside the car. We're gonna start it up. I did put some injector cleaner just because I thought it'd be funny in the fuel, and we're gonna let it run a little bit. You're probably gonna hear the backfire. It kind of sounds like there's somebody in a switch hiding in my fucking engine, which I'm not exactly thrilled about. But we have about a week until the car show, 2 weeks. So whether it's on a trailer or under its own power, that bitch is gonna be in its parking spot. So now that we're in the car, you're looking at a real-time view of our ignition timing, which I'm not really gonna check until we're at operating temperature. But you'll see somewhere around here, there's an orange bubble, and that's actually what you're tracking. Then up here on the dash of the car, I've got my live monitoring set up. So there's what I'm gonna be looking at. Nothing too interesting right now, obviously. So we're gonna start the car, see if it runs, and then check a few things. Get a picture of shithead trying to get in the box. All right, we're gonna start the car. So obviously you're hearing the backfire right now, even though the car's running fairly okay. So I've got, my boost pressure actually seems normal for how much vacuum I'm pulling. So as we get up to operating temperature, I'm gonna go ahead and set up our timing light so we can see about what it's hitting at on the timing. Okay, so we have the timing light plugged up. You can see it making its pulses in my hand. Now, what you're seeing on screen isn't actually accurate because of the screen refresh rate and the refresh rate of my camera. So it'll be better to check at cranking, but where I tried to check it when it's running with a surging idle, it's moving a little bit, but it's around the area I would imagine back cylinders are still hot. That one's still pretty cold. And that one's still pretty cold, honestly. Okay, so as you might have seen from our spraying water test on headers, I think this one isn't fully running right. So we're gonna do a couple things for it. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in line with it. Most of you probably know what this is. If you don't, there's your little LED in there, and you put this in line of your spark plug, and if this is blinking, you're getting spark. So simple installation of it would be pop a plug, which we're concerned about this one. Put this end on your spark plug, like so. And then this has a spark plug end on it. And you just plug it up and hold it a little bit like that'll be fine. It might jump there, but it should just go to the LED. It's the least path of resistance. Isn't totally unexpected. All right, ladies and genitals. So we pulled off, as you seen in the last clip, the spark plug, and no fucking change happened. Which you would think pulling a cylinder out of your firing order would probably fucking do something. And normally, it does. What we're gonna look at next is this injector. We're gonna try to figure out, maybe there's a blockage in that injector. Yeah, you can actually see the spacer pretty good. And that one fell into, we'll get it once the rail's out of the way. Speaking of the rail out of the way, there's still pressure on it. So when this pops out, the pressure is going to rapidly decrease. Fuck it. Okay. Okay, so the pressure's dropped. I just cracked the seal between the injector body and the rail. And then this is gonna be a little difficult. And now we need the individual injectors. And these are Holley 67 pounders, in case anybody's wondering. First thing I want to look at is the back of this. See if anything's odd. Front. Anything's odd. Bottles shoved in them. And just see if this one sprays. That's your main goal, even if shit starts spraying everywhere.
It's going everywhere.
Did that one go everywhere?
Yeah.
So, where we had that failure on the injector and it blew out, I think it's not doing something correctly. So I took the front two out from the first two banks, and I forgot which one the bad one is because I mixed them up. So what I did was I just put the two that were here, and the two that were here. So no matter how you look at it, the injector is now different. probe in, just like butt stuff. And then you're gonna come over to the other end. You know what the other end is. And then we're gonna go in it. And I think I'm too small. Another problem you may commonly have. So I just kind of pushed and it went in deeper. Now, if you look over here at our reading, we're getting 97. Now, earlier I told you that these were 40 to 50 per foot. We're actually probably fine. Because if you look at this wire, it runs all the way up there. Honestly, if you stretch that out, that's probably about a 2-foot cord. Okay. Let's hold that in. And hold this in. And it's leveling around 90. Again, for as long as this cord is pure. So, we've got some issue over on these first 2 cylinders. And I really don't know what it's going to be. We're losing daylight and the girlfriend's getting disinterested. So, I'll either make this into a part 1 or we'll dock it off and come back soon to pull the valve cover and start looking at valves. Very, very strange issue. Don't really know what's going on. See you whenever I see you. Okay, so quick update. I probably shouldn't even release this video, although I am going to, because I said I would, but all that was wrong with the car was number 5 and number 6 spark plugs were switched. So for some reason, without even really remembering it, I had taken the wires off the plug and I put them back on the wrong one. So check your wires and don't overthink things. Thanks.